Self-regulated strategy development. What is self-regulated strategy development? SRSD is a widely used model for helping struggling students develop strong writing strategies and critical strategies to facilitate self-regulation while writing. Alongside powerful writing expertise, SRSD seeks to explicitly develop goal-setting skills, self-monitoring, self-instructions, and self-reinforcement. Who could benefit from SRSD? SRSD is an effective strategy to implement for all struggling writers, particularly students with learning disabilities. Struggling writers are those who know little about the writing process, are poor at planning for writing, have difficulty with organizing ideas, have trouble with mechanics or focus only on mechanics, and fail to edit their work. What does SRSD look like? SRSD is a multi-step process that involves student-teacher interaction through modeling, collaborative learning, and independent practice. How can SRSD be implemented? SRSD is a scaffolded writing process in which teachers introduce 6 stages of instruction. It has been found to be successful in a wide variety of settings and with a variety of different medium. Stage 1 of strategy instruction, activate prior knowledge. In this stage, teachers can help their students to develop background knowledge before they begin writing. They may introduce texts of the same genre being studied, or prompt their students, for example, how did the writer grab your interest? Stage 2, discuss it. Students can work with their teacher to discuss their strengths and weaknesses. They may graph their progress, for example, using work samples in a graph across time. Stage 3, model it. In this stage, teachers model effective writing strategies and self-regulatory behaviors. The teacher will use think-alouds while writing and discuss strategy implementation with the student, allowing the student to make changes in the teacher's modeled work. What does teacher modeling look like?
Okay, so today I'm going to share with you how I write, because sometimes I have trouble writing, and I'm going to show you how I use my tricks. So I have this picture here, and now I have to think, what am I going to write a story about? What do I do first? This is hard. I know, I'll use POW. So first I have to, what's P? Pick my idea. I'm going to pick an idea. Okay. So he's looking at a magnifying glass. It's kind of a silly picture. I really don't like it. Okay, to keep my mind free, I can think of a good idea. I think my idea is going to be, he's going on a big adventure. He's searching for a treasure.
Stage 4, memorize it. Memorizing likely began in the earlier stages, but it should be reinforced in this stage. Teachers can review self-instructions and strategies, and mnemonic words can be used to recall strategies. For example, POW, pick my idea, organize my notes, write, and say more. How can teachers implement memorization in the class?
Okay, so you guys are sitting in pairs, and you're going to work with your partner on memorizing the trick. Sometimes you might want to write a story at home, or if you keep a journal at home, or if you go on an airplane and go far, far away and decide to write a story about your trip, you'll want to use the trick. And this, you won't always have the poster to help you out with the trick. So if you memorize it, then you can take it with you and use it anywhere and use it all the time. Okay? So you can turn to your partner and you have these little cards and you can quiz each other to help you memorize the trick.
Examples of mnemonics. Here's an example of a graphic organizer that could be used using SRSD. You can see how the mnemonics POW and tree have been implemented in order to break down the writing. Stage 5, support it. During this stage, students and teachers work together to learn collaboratively. Students aren't quite ready for the independent practice. Goals should be more challenging as modeling prompts and collaboration are slowly phased out. Here's an example of a graphing device called Story Rockets. Each time a child writes a story, they can fill in which of the 7 story parts they included. As their story writing progresses, they can see their progress as their rockets get more full. Stage 6, do it. Students should be able to implement writing and self-regulatory strategies on their own. Teachers can support from time to time. Students may begin to fade overt self-regulation. Here's an example of encouraging independent practice in the classroom.
Okay, so you guys are going to practice working on these tricks by yourself, okay? You each have a picture on your table, and you have a graphic organizer just like the one that I've been using on the board, but you have a smaller one. So I want you to work on and think about using POW and WWW, what equals to, how equals to write a story about those pictures, okay? If you have any questions, raise your hand, and I'll be walking around to help you.
Research support. Strategies instruction is the most effective research-supported writing instruction to date. It has been found to effectively improve high school students with LD's writing achievement, as well as improve the quality of young children with learning disabilities written stories. Students with ADHD showed significant improvements when taught using SRSD, improving on goal setting and self-regulatory skills while simultaneously improving the quality of their written work. On the whole, achievements have been found for students with exceptionalities as well as normally achieving students.